Now I'd like to introduce the Governor of the great state of Texas, Greg Abbott.
Thank you, man. Well, first, let me start out by thanking George and Sunbelt Material Handling for opening up this facility for this wonderful event. Thank you also for the men and women that you employ, that you put to work to make sure we keep Texas growing and maintain those construction projects. You know, a lot of people over the course of their remarks today talked about how Texas is #1 in so many categories. Looking around your facility today and on my drive here, looking at all of the construction projects I'm seeing, I'm thinking Texas may be #1 in forklifts also. We'll find out pretty soon. But listen, I'm proud of you all. I do want to double down and express both my pride and my gratitude for all the men and women who typically wear hard hats working in your industry sector. They are taking the lead in building the great state of Texas. Also, I want to thank all of these organizations for their incredible endorsement for my re-election campaign. These are organizations that represent the job creators and the small businesses across our state. Organizations whose primary purpose is to keep Texas the best state in America for doing business. I want to thank those who are sitting at the table. Glenn Hammer with the Texas Association of Business and Texas BizPac, thank you for being here. Thank you for your endorsement. John Esparza, a good friend, President and CEO of the Texas Trucking Association and TruckPac, thank you. Tony Bennett, President and CEO of the Texas Association of Manufacturers and board member of Impact, thank you, sir, for being here. April, good to see you again. Thank you for your past chair service for the Texas Auto Dealers Association. Patrick Richardson with the Texas Restaurant Association, TRA PAC. Christopher Wilston, President and CEO of the Independent Bankers Association of Texas. And Annie Spillman, the Texas State Director for the National Federation of Independent Business, Texas PAC. Now, in addition to those sitting at the table, there are other organizations that are announcing their endorsement today, many of whom are represented by those who are standing behind us, some who are not present here today. But those who are also announcing their endorsement today involving the business sector include the Texas Recreational Vehicle Association, the Texas Pyrotechnic Association, Wholesale Beer Distributors of Texas, Texas Sport PAC, Texas Independent Automobile Dealers Association, Boating Trades Association of Texas, Texas Water Quality Association, Texans for Lawsuit Reform PAC, the Auto Body Association of Texas, Texas Travel Association Travel PAC, Beer Alliance of Texas, Texas Waterway Operators Association, Texas Association of Campground Owners, Rural Friends of Electric Cooperatives, Texas Civil Justice League PAC, Houston Region Business Coalition, Operators Political, Educational, and Retirement Awareness Towards Elections, Aransas Corpus Christi Pilots PAC, Sabine Pilots PAC, Houston Pilots PAC, the Texas Mortgage Bankers Association, Independent Insurance Agents of Texas, Texas Package Stores Association, and Texas Bankers Association. Let me sum it up this way. If you look at all of the employees for all of these associations who are endorsing today, I think is well over a majority of the private sector employees in Texas are represented by these organizations who are so committed to making sure that we maintain the best business climate in America. And I want to thank all of you all, as well as your members, for what you do to create jobs and to keep Texas the best state for doing business. And also I want to thank you for your support and your endorsement. Because of the businesses and the Texans that you all represent, as you all have heard many times over already today, Texas remains the #1 destination in America for economic growth. We are and have been the #1 state ranked as the best state for business every year that I've been governor. And we've been ranked the #1 state in America for the most economic development projects every year that I've been governor. We've been ranked, this is very important to you, we've been ranked the #1 state now as the best state to start a small business. And as you heard earlier, it was announced today that Texas has been ranked now for 20 years in a row as the #1 state in America for exports. And when you add all that together, it means two very prolific points. One is that Texas now has the 9th largest economy in the entire world. Over the time of COVID, Texas surpassed Brazil, going from 10th to 9th in the largest economy in the entire world. But more important than all that, to bring this home to the men and women across the state of Texas, what all these people here together have been able to accomplish is that as we gather just outside of San Antonio today, more Texans have jobs than ever before in the history of our state. Our success is owed to businesses both large and small